What if I told you the feeling you're trying to escape is actually proof that your life is about to change? Most people think depression means something is wrong. But from a universal, mind-based perspective, it means something old is losing control. And the mind doesn't like that. Your mind survives on patterns. It repeats thoughts, beliefs, and expectations because repetition feels safe. But the moment those thoughts stop working, when the same thinking no longer produces meaning, motivation, or results, the system destabilizes. That destabilization is what many people call depression. Not sadness. Not weakness. But loss of identification with the old mental program. Here's the part most people never hear. Before the mind upgrades, it goes silent. Before clarity appears, confusion takes over. Before transformation, momentum collapses. This is not a breakdown. This is a reset. The mind slows energy when it knows repeating old thoughts will only recreate old outcomes. So it pulls back. And that withdrawal feels uncomfortable because you're no longer being driven by habit. You're standing at the edge of a new way of seeing. This is why motivation disappears. Not because you're lazy, but because your mind refuses to move forward using outdated beliefs. The discomfort comes from trying to force answers from a level of thinking that has already expired. But transformation never comes from effort alone. It comes from new perception. And perception only changes when the mind stops running automatically. That quiet, empty feeling. That's awareness stepping forward. For the first time, you're not completely absorbed in thought. You're beginning to observe it. And observation is power. Most people panic here. They distract themselves. They try to get back to who they were. But the ones who transform do the opposite. They allow the pause. They let the old mental noise dissolve. They stop demanding certainty. And in that stillness, something unexpected happens. A new direction appears, not forced, not rushed, but clear. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from thinking differently. If you're in this space right now, understand this. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are not falling behind. Your mind is releasing what it can no longer carry. And what comes next will require a version of you that no longer thinks the same way. This is not the end of your momentum. It's the moment before it returns, stronger, clearer, and aligned.